Welcome everybody to part 2 of the discussion on the Tri-5 with the modifications that I mentioned in the previous little video. A V-cut Bigsby jet bar aluminium Truoc. Now I'm very happy with those additions, and if you've watched any of my discussions on the rat rod, I fell for it and went, yeah, I'm going to put high-end pickups in the rat rod, and I'm not going to make any bones about it. It sounded awful when I did, and I was really curious, you know, in hindsight, thinking, did I get something wrong? Did I spend enough time tweaking the amps and the pickups? Yeah, I did actually, looking back. I spent hours and hours, and I just thought, I'm going to take these out. But that sort of intuitive mind thought, well, maybe it was just the guitar. So I put them in the Tri-5, and to start with, I thought, no, it's just you. And somebody else commented on the video I did yesterday, saying that they sound sort of dark, and that's exactly what the issue I had. And I think the main culprit, like I mentioned yesterday, is this Seymour Duncan pickup, and try as I might, I can't seem to find a nice tone out of it. It sounds Gretchy, but there's something, as Jangle pointed out, thank you for that, dark about it, which I described last year as cardboard tone. No disrespect to the Seymour Duncan pickups, but you know, I think they're not as good as they used to be. I've used them before in other guitars. So without further ado, she might be out of tune, but I'll play something after much finessing, similar to what I did yesterday, to see what you think. And welcome back, and hello everybody. Here we are in the middle. you notice that. To me, it sounds in the middle position really sort of honky and out of phase, and it really isn't out of phase. And I thought it was, so much so because I did these pickups. I took it to a luthier, and a guy who's been doing guitars for 40 years, knows what he's doing, way beyond my capabilities, and he checked it out and he agreed with me. There's something, it sounds out of phase, and it's not. It could be the incompatibility of the two pickups. They are slightly different in terms of the way they're wired, and he tried everything. And his opinion was they're fairly cheaply made, yet that Seymour Duncan was 150 quid or 155, and the TV Classic, as you know, is about 125. It's a lot of money to get poor results. So I'm not here to diss and tell people don't buy expensive pickups. It's your money, do what you like. But I wanted to prove a point. I think, definitely I prefer, if there was anything, sorry, I thought someone was beeping, I thought it was somebody I knew. TVs are better. Well, they certainly sound better because I've got them in this guitar. I'm going to do like a real lo-fi shootout here. Hopefully the camera on my phone won't suddenly stop randomly, which it does. This is pretty lo-fi. So this is my daughter's Gretsch, which I reviewed a couple of videos ago. I've still yet to take it over to her. So yeah, straight away I can tell, don't know whether it will relate, that the middle position here doesn't sound out of phase. So it could be just incompatible pickups, so we can't just knock it for that. But should I buy a TV Jones for the bridge on this one, or get another Cyclone and put it in the neck and see how that sounds? Or should I have left it well alone and just left the black tops in it, which I wished I'd done in the rat rod? And if you're new to this concept and this discussion, the reason I didn't put the red black tops back in the rat rod is because I'd put them in here in this Lieutenant Dan, which I'm going to do a separate sort of discussion on that guitar. And the rat rod that I had now has P90s in it, which I'm very happy with, as I mentioned yesterday. So sorry if all that is confusing. I'm a little bit confused because you spend all this money and you buy into all the information out there and the advice that get these super expensive pickups and your guitar's going to sound better. It's not always the case. So as I always say, do give it some consideration, and I hope this makes you think about it. This was my guitar, and I gave it to my daughter Beatrice about a couple of years ago. I changed the pickups in this and put TV Jones, and it had the original Diamond type Electromatics in it, and I assumed it was going to be better. And after I'd swapped them out, went to do a rehearsal, I thought, what have I done? It doesn't sound as good. Somebody, when I mentioned this on one of the Gretsch pages, said, well, why don't you just put them back in? Well, I had to cut holes into the body of this and stuff, and I'd sort of sold them to somebody, so that's why. But this one sounds. Yes, so forgive me for rattling on about pickups, but it's a very interesting subject. And yeah, it's nice to see you. Thanks for being here. I've got all sorts of ideas coming into mind now about what I should do with this guitar, so forgive me. This is my channel. I think what I like. And lovely to see you. If you're interested in the information on here, I'll be doing more discussions and probably doing more comparisons on the guitar, so be subscribed. Any questions I'm happy to answer. It's nice to see you all. Take care, stay cool, bless you, and I'll talk to you soon.